A brand new call for action about an old gripe, the size of airline seats. The FAA is beginning a 3-month period for passengers to weigh in after Congress called on the agency to set a minimum standard years ago. Sam Brock has details.
This morning, one of passengers' biggest complaints, the small size of airline seats, is landing in the nation's capital. The FAA starting a fact-finding mission from the public to establish a minimum standard for seat size, a subject essentially unregulated since the 70s.
We have people getting bigger and the seats getting smaller, and the people are being squeezed and squeezed and squeezed.
It's a topic Congress says the FAA should have confronted back in 2019. The group Flyers' Rights has urged the feds to intervene. Though seat size varies by airline, they crunched the numbers and found, on average, only about 1 out of 2 passengers can currently fit in an economy seat. For men, their shoulder width is too wide 87% of the time. For women, 24% have hips wider than the seat, or about 1 in 4. Over time, the seat's width going from 18 inches decades ago to 17 or 16 inches today. And the pitch, or distance from a point on your seat to the same point on the seat in front of you, going from 34 inches down to 31, sometimes dipping into the 20s.
If we have a minimum seat standard, you will have a floor on what can be done. Right now, there's no floor.
Safety is the driving force behind this effort, with airlines needing to meet a 90-second standard to evacuate a plane. In March, an FAA report found the overall level of safety in evacuations is very high. Nonetheless, some areas for improvement remain. This week, the FAA hopes to start seeking comment from passengers about the minimum dimensions of passenger seats necessary for safety.
I want to see larger seats.
Jeff Jenkins travels up to 3 weeks a month and says he knows the feeling of flying economy as a plus-size passenger.
There's a sense of just anxiety getting on the plane. I'm uncomfortable now knowing that I'm going to make somebody else feel uncomfortable.